Thank you, Kenneth, for spending your time today to share your views on the supply chain talent market in Asia. Can you start by providing a brief background of yourself?
Okay, I work for Johnson Controls as the Director of Purchasing and Supply Chain for Asia. I manage all the direct sourcing as well as indirect for the branch offices and logistics. We cover 12 countries in Asia, all the way from Japan to Southeast Asia and from Australia, New Zealand to India. We also have 3 factories across Asia as well, 2 in China, 1 in India. We managed to spend about over $1 billion. We also manage the global sourcing for finished products for global distributions as well. So this is the structure of my team. And Johnson Controls is a 42 billion company. We are operating into 3 business units. One is the building efficiency that makes all the air conditioning products as well as the building control system. We also have 2 in the automotive industry. One is automotive experience that manufacturing all the car seats and interior for the automotive OEM vendors. And another one is the power solution division that makes the car batteries.
Thank you. My first question is, what is the status of the supply chain talent market in Asia?
Okay, I think it's, in my opinion, supply chain market or job type is one of the best among different professionals in Asia. The reason why I'm saying this is as China had became a global factory and the manufacturing hubs, more and more low-cost sourcing activities are happening in Asia, particularly in China. We can see that a sizable volume of global sourcing activities are actually based out of China and Hong Kong and among others. So with this trend, it offers the tremendous opportunities for supply chain professionals to advance themselves, to expand the business, and also for job opportunities. And this is quite a unique situation compared to other professions because supply chain is turning to be the center of excellence of many companies in the world, in Asia. And in fact, we see the trend that a lot of companies are moving their global sourcing office and even the head of procurement to Asia and keep expanding the organization. So again, I would say the supply chain market it's continued to boom, and I think whoever in the supply chain professions really have a good time now, compared to say 10 or 20 years ago.
And can you talk more about where do you see the opportunities as well as problems?
I think we have more global sourcing opportunities, that we do a lot of low country sourcing out of China, supporting other regions, including the components or even finished goods, private label sourcing, etc., and merchandising. The issues are in a couple of areas. First of all is the communication between the head office, say out of US or Europe, and the China sourcing team. I think we need to build much stronger communication and alignment to make these activities to be successful. And some issues we have seen in the past is that the decision making was make out of outside of Asia, and with little knowledge about the market, and that has a huge impact on the cost, on the quality, and the choice of supplier and product, etc. So that ought to be a much stronger link between the sources of the products and services, as well as the decision making out of the head office. But the second issue is how to manage the lead time and quality. And in many cases, lead time is sort of the bottleneck for many sourcing activities. And I think the solution for this is that we have to build a strong implementation team locally managing the suppliers, and even help with them to manage their the source base, and also some experienced quality managers that could do all the site audits with the suppliers, and also help them to improve the quality system and program overall. So this is still a continuous improvement process, and we need to really to invest some time and resources helping those suppliers to improve. And the third issue is the escalating costs in China, particularly because of the inflation, the labor costs, and also the exchange rate and commodities as well. So over the last few years, China is seen as no longer a low-cost country. Many costs of manufacturing and the product costs are really rising pretty fast. But the competitiveness of China sourcing is that they have a strong supply chain networks that have pretty much everything could be sourced within that supply chain, where other countries are not able to offer at this moment. So although we have seen the problems of costs arising, but there isn't a lot of alternatives to replace the China sourcing today.
And how can companies get started finding talent in Asia?
I think we have to rely on a lot of the networks and the associations actually to build that supply chain community. I would say the strongest source of talent will still be in a few major metropolitans like Hong Kong, Shanghai, and South China. Those are traditionally the strong base of suppliers and sourcing offices, etc. And people have gained a lot of experience from those sourcing organization and manufacturing plans. I think over the years, the talent market in China have developed quite rapidly, and obviously the size of talent pool have grown quite fast as well. But in terms of the international mindset and international exposure, I would still consider Hong Kong would be among the strongest to source the talents that really understand how the multinational works.
And thank you for sharing your views on the supply chain talent market in Asia.
Problem.
Okay.